Hi guys, it's Rebekah here from angelfoods.net. I wanted to talk about chocolate and working with chocolate. So, how good does that look? So this has got a nice glossy melted chocolate which you can use for mud cake, you can use for ganache, you can use as chocolate shards. It really is the creme de la creme of a dessert. People love it, they'll drool over it. And you do need to work with it in a very special way. So firstly, the quality of chocolate you buy and the type of chocolate. So I use a compound chocolate. I use Kerry Pinnacle brand a lot, which is a bakery supplier. It has a nice crisp crunch to it when it's set, and you can see it's quite glossy as well. So Kerry Pinnacle, I buy it from them, I bulk buy it, about 15 kilo bags for $5.50 a kilo or $6 a kilo for white chocolate as well. I've got some white chocolate here. And I use this chocolate for cake pops as well. You can buy chocolate from the supermarket. The most popular brand is the Nestle brand, very good quality as well. It's slightly thicker consistency, but again, works beautifully in cooking. So then, to melt chocolate, most people get a little bit confused in melting chocolate and how not to burn it. Really, it can get burnt quite easy, and if you burn chocolate, you're throwing it. You can't use it if it's burnt. So first, you need a plastic bowl. I always melt my chocolate in the microwave. You put it in the bowl. I only half filled it, and it's made a bit of a mess, so you don't want it more than half full. And then you're going to microwave it or warm it up slowly. This is very much the secret. So for about a kilo I had in here, I put it in the microwave for a minute, pulled it out, 30 seconds, I gave it a stir, put it in for another 30 seconds, pull it out, stir it, put it back in, another 30 seconds. So you do have to stir it every time, even if it doesn't look like it needs stirring. And then you do have to microwave 30 seconds only. Even if it looks like it needs longer, it will burn. It will get hot spots in there that you need to move around. And also keep your hands on the side of the bowl where the chocolate is and feel its temperature. You don't want it any warmer than your hand, than blood temperature, not much more warmer at all. So you've got to stir it each time. And if it's too warm, don't put it in the microwave again, even though it looks like it needs melting more. Just keep stirring it. Stir it for a couple of minutes and it will melt gradually. It might take 2 or 3 minutes, but it'll be worth it. So you can see the result is a glossy, smooth, beautiful chocolate for working with. And the white chocolate as well. And I wanted to show you quickly how to make chocolate shards. So you could put it out on baking paper and cut your own shards out and work with it that way. Or you can buy molds. So these are chocolate molds, which come in lots of different shapes and sizes, of course. So these are triangle ones, and that will be to decorate dessert cakes or the sides of cakes. And then these are some rectangular ones as well, which are very popular. Now to make the shards, you pour some chocolate into the mold and give it a quick little coat. Then you need a palette knife. So this is my angled palette knife. You will need an angle to work with these molds. And you want to push the chocolate into the edges. So I'll see if I've got enough in there. And because the angled palette knife is not getting chocolate everywhere, it's not going all up the handle or anything, you can smear it across and fill in any holes. You want each piece to be full. Now if you put too much in there, that's absolutely fine. Just scrape it back out. So I'll show you how to do that in a sec. All right, so there's a little bit too much in there. Scrape it off. And up this end's a little bit too much. Scrape it off, but you don't have to be pedantic about it at all. So you just want it to set then. So you leave it to the side, let it set, and then they'll just pop out. They'll pop straight out. I don't recommend putting it in the fridge or freezer to let it set, just because the quick change in temperature for the chocolate actually leads to a discoloration. So whenever you have a milky chocolate bar or something like that, that it's got waves of white marks through it, that means it's been kept at the incorrect temperature. So chocolate is a little bit picky like that. But you can make these chocolate shards in advance, and once they're set, you can pop them out, put them into like a takeaway container, and then you can put them into the fridge and keep them for the end of the week if you're wanting to do cake decorating then. So there's not quite enough chocolate in that one. Add a bit extra. There we go. Chocolate and chocolate shards. You can do this too.